Hey, this is Sky. Welcome to my YouTube channel. It's bright and early, daily discipline, mind, body, and soul. This is how we get through. Sunday, let's jump into our study group for warriors. For my hardcore heads, if you're new to the channel, welcome. We got some good people on this channel, and we try to keep it positive here. I did get some trolling this week, and I deleted your comments, and I do that with trolls. And just a warning out there, this isn't a channel that you may be used to. We're not like other channels, and we don't tolerate trolls. This is a positive community. We're all about mind, body, and soul and moving forward, and that's what we do here. So let's move forward today. Really, I just go over my notes. I take notes every single day. It's part of a program that I live and that I coach, and if you want coaching or mentoring, you can go to my website. I always put the links below. We're going to start doing some commercials on the channel, and that may be annoying to some of you, but it may be great for some of you because I'm willing to do some commercials for free, at least in the beginning, for those of you who are starting your own businesses, for entrepreneurs, and I will help you promote your business on this channel. But you should contact me and we can talk about it. I already have somebody signed up, and it's a woman that I've been mentoring for many years, and she started a business, and I'll be doing a commercial for her channel when she sends me a script, and I'm very, very happy to help her. So if you'd like some help also, then just contact me. Now, I'm not trying to fill my videos full of commercials, and I also find that annoying when people promote. I just want some content. But one hand washes the other, and we can help each other out. I need to get this channel going a little bit more. I have over 1,000 subscribers, but I only get about 10 or 15, maybe 20 views per video if I'm lucky. That's unacceptable. So if I'm going to promote your company on my video, you're going to promote my videos however you can. That's the payment. Just an idea for those that are interested. But let's get into our study group. Set your mood right. I got some incense burning. I got some awesome peppermint tea brewing. Let's start from the back this time. I always start from the front. We'll start from the back. You may have an undercurrent of negative emotion within you, and it's good to identify what that is and to attack it, to get rid of it, to release it. Now, that undercurrent of negative emotion, of negativity, may be anger, and that's what it was with me. I have had a real undercurrent of anger, just grumpy, just a grumpy Gus. And that's been part of my personality for decades. And I've had to get on top of that. And as I have grown and healed and bettered myself and leveled up and all of that put together, lived this mind, body, and soul lifestyle, my anger has dissipated. It's gotten less and less. But that has meant I have gone into my trauma. Some people run from their trauma, and they've just forced the world, accept me for who I am. I'm this broken person, this wounded bird. You have to accept it. I have these areas you need to tiptoe around. No, I've dove into those areas head first, as painful as it is. Ripped off those Band-Aids and tried to heal those wounds. So you need to find the source of your negative emotion. Find that current, that underground river that exists within you, and go and fix that shit, man. Heal that. You know, this is on a different topic. I've been thinking about joining a country club for many reasons. One reason why I would join a country club is for networking, for socializing with a certain type of class bracket that maybe I don't have access to. Also for some of the amenities, of course, and I've been learning how to play golf, if you didn't know that. I've been buying all kinds of golf equipment. But here's some things that I've been studying in relation to joining a country club, because it's not a decision that one makes lightly, and they can be expensive. So one of the first things that I look at is the cost to join, the initiation fees plus the monthly dues and the additional fees. And there could be quite a lot of additional fees, and this is something to consider if you're thinking about a country club, is not just what does it cost the monthly. It could be $200, it could be $500 a month, who knows, depending on how nice the club is. But there may be a bunch of additional fees, and that may be a killer. It may be a deal breaker. So I'm finding that stuff out, and if you're interested, I know not a lot of people care about this topic, but I'm just reading to you some of the stuff that I studied this week. Take it or leave it. you may want to think about the cost to join. Now, another thing that is worth thinking about with country club membership is the wait list. Just because you can afford it and you want to join doesn't mean you can join. There may be a wait list. It may be rather exclusive, and that's something to keep in mind. You may also have to know someone in order to join, which can be a pain in the ass, because if you don't know somebody, then how do you join? What do you do? Now, for me, a country club has to offer networking possibilities, which means it's going to have a certain type of membership that I can get off on. I'm not looking for a country club just full of scrubs. I'm looking for a country club full of successful people. I'm successful, and I want to meet and play with other successful people. The country club has to be a decent location from my house. I'm not driving an hour for a country club, and I wouldn't suggest that you do that. You're never going to go. You want a country club close to you so you can go there all the time. Now, I want to be able to have a country club that has a gym, has a nice restaurant, has, of course, golf courses that are nice, that I like, and you don't want to just tolerate the golf course at your country club. You want to be highly impressed with the golf course at the country club, because that's going to be the golf course you play all the time, and you don't want to get bored with it. A country club that has social events is nice, at least for me, because I'm looking to socialize. And the last thing I can mention about country clubs is some of these clubs, not all, some of them are the private ones, exclusive ones, are equity clubs. I would probably rather a non-equity club, only because an equity club can be a lot of responsibility and a lot of extra money. But that's just some country club talk. Let's move on. Let's talk about social skills. Now, let's talk about social skills specifically with women when you're trying to court a woman or when you're on a date. You want to learn how to flirt, but you want to flirt in a classy way, like James Bond would flirt. You're not talking about her body parts, you're not being a creep, you're not trying to be sexual in some kind of weird way. Learn how to flirt. That's an art form. You want to listen more. Talk less. Keep your mouth shut. Don't run into long monologues telling her everything you know about whatever topic that you're interested in with your buddies. Get to know her. This is an opportunity to get to know her. Get to know her. Ask lots of questions. Ask 100 questions. If you are asked a question, answer it honestly, truthfully, humbly, but short and sweet. Don't go into long, drawn-out monologues. If you find yourself talking for more than a minute or two, a couple minutes, cut yourself off. Cut it short. I'm not trying to tell you to be secretive. I'm just trying to take some of the spotlight off of you fellas, because I know a lot of guys like to sit there and run their mouths about how successful they are and how great they are, and then that turns out to be the entire date. And when she's asked, oh, do you like the guy? And she'll say, well, I don't know. He's talked a lot about himself. So talk less. Be positive and supportive. Have a positive attitude. And be very supportive of what she's going through. Don't challenge her and stuff. It's not a debate class. You're not trying to change anybody. Be polite. Be a gentleman. Let's move on. A life well lived exhausts itself. There's a funny part of, was it that show Family Guy, the TV show, where the son is kind of emasculated and nerdy. I believe his name is Steve. And he writes a book, and it's called, I believe it's called A Life Well Steved. A life well lived exhausts itself. So if you've lived a good life, when you get to be my age, when you get to be a little older, you'll feel a little exhausted. You'll feel as if you've done it all. You won't have that spirit of adventure so fresh in you. Don't be depressed by that, because you would have done it. You lived your late teens, your early 20s, your 30s, and part of your 40s as Indiana Jones, as this adventurer. And as you get older, it's normal to feel like that you've done it all, that you've done it. You at the very least, You've done what you set out to do, what you came here to do. And that's a very satisfying feeling. I gotta throw some arrows at you on this one, at least some of you. Hedonism is not a goal. If your goal is to chase hedonism, to chase that kind of pleasure, to set up a utopia, that's your goal in life. That's not a goal. That's a goal for a child. That's a goal for the devil. No, a healthy goal, a goal that has meaning and purpose, that you can live your whole life and feel like this was a great, wonderful accomplishment, that this life was fulfilling, is to be in service to others. Service to others is a goal. Hedonism is not a goal. Some of you want to be saved. You pray and beg for it every night. And some of you run from suffering. You're going to have to suffer to be saved. Here's the next one. Get rid of everything that you say to impress other people. Stop trying to impress other people. And half the stuff, or maybe most of the stuff that you say to impress people, is exaggerated or lies, or information that is unnecessary. Stop giving out unnecessary information. It doesn't make you any more powerful. Live in truth and humility. Here's some advice if you're falling apart. If your life is falling apart, you feel like your shit's just going real crazy right now and you're having a hard time staying on top of things and your whole life just feels like it's a mess, well, start with daily discipline. That's what we're going to talk about if you call me for coaching. Is the first thing we're going to talk about is your lifestyle, your daily discipline, and get you on some positive lifestyle management. When you get into a lifestyle of daily discipline, your life falls into place. It doesn't fall apart. And I don't care what your problem is. Everything starts to fall into place. And the fires that need to be put out, and there may be a fire that needs to be put out, you can put that out because you're not too busy trying to stay on top of all the other bullshit that's falling apart, because you've taken care of it. You fixed the fence, you did the dishes, you cleaned your room, you brushed your teeth, you've been to the gym, you've done these things daily. So when something else pops up, or when you recognize an area that needs to be straightened out or fixed, you can go and attack that. The stuff you do daily are the most important things that you do all day or in your life in general. We find our greatness through micro movements, through the little things. The little things matter. Let's talk about lust. What is lust? Is it just pure sexual desire? Where does that lust come from? What's the seed of that lust? Well, lust is loneliness and emptiness, masked with shallow hedonistic fulfillment. We can make this the last one. I do have a few more pages. It's time to put on your armor of God. A message to the warriors. Now's the time to put on your armor. Your armor is your faith. Your armor is tied together with your faith. That's what holds your armor up, is your faith. When you put on your armor, it's because there's going to be impact. You might have to have something between you and that deadly blow. There's going to be stones thrown. Arrows are coming. So it's time to prepare. It's time to prepare for that sort of battle, for the final battle. And not everybody's going to make it, because not everybody has faith. Not everybody has armor. The warriors with strong armor will make it. Food for thought.